This is section 13.2, permutations with repetitions and circular permutations. On the screen, you see the formula for permutations with repetitions. Anytime you can calculate a permutation that has things that repeat, obviously we don't want to count any repetitions in our total. And you see that the permutations and repetitions formula in factorial, that's our total. And then anything on the bottom, that's the number of repetitions. So when calculating, we want to throw out anything that's actually the same, it's just counted twice. For example, if we take the word parabola, in determining the permutations with repetitions for this, first we need to know the total number of letters, and parabola has 8 letters, so we know 8 factorial is going to go on top, and then we need to take into consideration the number of repeats that we have at the bottom, repetitions, and that would be the letter A. Notice the letter A, there's 3, 1, 2, 3 that repeat, and so on the bottom would be the number of repetitions, or 3 factorial. So 8 factorial over 3 factorial. If you were to put that in your calculator, the answer is 6,720. So anytime you're doing permutations that repeat, this is the formula. You have to divide by the number of repetitions. Also, when you're talking about permutations, you can have circular permutations as well. And the formula for circular permutations is n factorial over n, or n minus 1 factorial. And the biggest thing about a circular permutation is in the wording of the problem, you have to determine if it's a linear or circular permutation. And the difference is, with a linear permutation, you have a fixed reference point. If it's circular, that means there is no fixed reference point. For example, number 3 at the bottom of page 847 says, at the family-friendly restaurant, you have 9 bowls of food that are placed in a circular revolving tray at the center of the table. You can serve yourself from each of the bowls. That would be a circular permutation because there is no reference point for any of the bowls. So in that case, having 9 bowls, that would be a 9 minus 1 factorial, or 8 factorial for the number of permutations, and that would be 40,320. In the next exercise, it says 7 people are seated at a round table, 1 person is seated next to a window. Is that linear or circular? That would be linear, and the reason is the fixed reference point being the window is no longer circular, so you would use 7 factorial for that problem. That's on page 848. You'd use 7 factorial instead of 7 minus 1 factorial, which is a big difference in answer. So you have to read carefully for in the word problems for these to make sure that you understand if it's linear or circular. Once you have that, just subtract 1 for the circular, and you have calculated those permutations.